You didn't take the tea.
No, right now.
Why? It's Friday.
That's the morning bell. Oh. I don't know yet. Yo, do me a favor, send me the live link, please. Can be confirmed as I try. You can open this in browser. Yo, look at this smoke. It's good, but I don't know how to manage my risk when I need to decide or close my. Yeah, if you don't have to draw out your or come in and out of exits, I tend to just place my stuff on market structure. So, for example, on the 1 minute on the S&P here, like this buy or this buy that was taken, my TP is here. So what I tend to do is I tend to look for last market structure. You can see that there was a small floor here, which then became a ceiling up here, and that's what I take there. Lex?
Yeah?
Can you send me the link, please?
The link to what?
The YouTube.
On Telegram?
Yeah. Or just text it to me, whichever's easier. Thanks. Yo, realistically, gold pumped just before pre-market. You can see the way it adheres to the structure. So on the lower time frame, buyers are struggling to close this gap, but we'll see on a higher time frame it is. This is just, we just hit the morning about 9:30, so I normally just trade the market push beforehand. One sec, I'm just sending the link out to everyone. Right, let's see. Right. I'm looking for a possible buy up here to 1958. ES I prefer. The reason why I trade ES is because the beauty is the easiest way you can get through it is just by looking at the majority of the major companies or blue chip that are actually trading in. You know, I can probably take a line up here which we can watch, which could possibly buy in. The thing is, overall, we're very, very bearish on this. Good morning. So we already took a position. We've taken one position already, or two positions in the chat. So I've basically traded the 830, which was here, this pre-market push on the lower time frame, which was here, which is actually quite perfect. I prefer taking the pre-market push because it's a lot easier. We have less volatility. It will basically start teetering off from the London session, and then I can start adding into retracement positions. So this was the position that I took here. Overall, see, so when we have such a negative push here, realistically we're just looking for buyers to come in. It's obviously tested this small wicked area, it's closed this gap here. This was the 830, 835 position that we took there, which printed very, very nicely. All I'm looking for now is either for NQ to, or ES, which is S&P 500 if you're trading on FX. If we get a nice test back here in this area. The problem is I've got my volume map up here as well on TradeAway, so a lot of the sellers are pushing in. A lot of the sellers are pushing in. We're wicking out really nicely up here. Wicking out really nicely up here. Let's see. $117, 1737. A lot of the people are getting stuck here. So on the volume map profile that we use, which is direct CME data, I'm looking for any form of trapped bias with the volume change. So the buyers are obviously coming into control, obviously. NQ, what I think NQ will do is, which is US 100, I think we'll probably try to get liquidity caught out here and then possibly come back up. But the problem is you can see how dead the volume is. Look at this consolidation. Like, buyers and sellers have no clue what to do. So I'm out at the minute. Realistically, if I really wanted to, I could go down to a super small time frame. I could go down a super small time frame. This was 9:30 on the morning. If I was taking it down to a 10-second, even a 1 minute, there were 3 positions here. This position, this 823 position, I was not taking, and the reason being is because, let me remove my drawings. The reason being is because this was pre 830. This position here, if we took it with market structure, if we took this buy here, and then took our stop loss just underneath, let me increase this screen 1 sec. Let's go up to ES. So if we're looking at this in a 1 minute chart, right? This would have been the first position, which we wouldn't have taken because it's pre 830. This is the second position here. Okay. And if you took it with market structure, your first stop loss would have possibly hit. If you didn't give it enough space and you took it at this last low, this would have hit. And if we went for a take profit at the top of this structure, so it would have been a nice 1 to 2, and then this would have been the second position we were taking, which would have then closed off. If we were running it as a 1 to 2, we take the low here, 5 points, and then 10 points up here. So we would have lost these 3.5 points and then closed these 10 points, which is exactly what we traded. And this is just with the scalper. So we are already up for the day 2K on this account. We're already up 2K on this account, which we got yesterday. So let's see where the buyers are coming in. Really strong buying momentum. Do you know what? Oh, for God's sake. Realistically, I think I'm gonna possibly take a buy up. Let me see what this candle's doing here at this area. Really strong buying momentum since opening. I think price up here, if it reaches 19,549, look for scalps in. I just don't want it to become liquidity. Cool, amazing, great. Do you have all 5? What settings do you have? Tell me. You got your trend labels, you got your label types, you got your custom TPSLs. Look at this. Let's check gold chart. The mentorships are at $880. We've 2 more placements left starting next week. I took on a new mentorship student yesterday. He's literally 17 years of age. And I actually met him when we were down at Long Beach. Very, very bright kid. Very bright kid. So I took him on yesterday. So his first session will be first thing in the morning. What do you learn in the mentorship? Is it how to use? The mentorship does touch upon actually using the tools, but there is so much more to trading. So for example, and I'll show you this now, right? Being able to come out of these false positions, understanding exactly how market flow works. Our main thing is understanding our structure based off of our asset pairs, and then following that, actually being able to then, have you indicated which mentorship? The mentorship, if you've already purchased the indicator, we'll be happy to remove the price of the indicator from the overall mentorship price. So the mentorship's at $880 at this moment in time. And the reason being is because we only take 4 people basically each season. Okay. Gold I'm staying out of right now. The reason being is because we've reached an all-time high in gold. Okay, we've reached an all-time high in gold. Price does not know. I don't know where it's going to go from here. What I anticipate is for price to touch back down to 2,480. The question is when. The problem isn't if the market moves in that cycle. The issue is when. What I tend to do, price will always move 90% of the time in a cycle. So for where gold is pumping, NQ could possibly drop, and that is 90% of the time. Yeah, Billionaire Talks. If you message us over on Telegram at MossAdmin, I'll put it in the chat, which is the only admin. Drop us a message and send us over a screenshot with confirmation. We'll try to get you set up for next week. Okie doke. The full guide for the mentorship as well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the document for you here, so you'll be able to see it. Sellers are coming in, they're pushing the queues. I'm gonna, as I said, I think it's going to test this little area for liquidity. Here's the course breakdown. Let me send it to you here. Samad, like, we have tens of thousands of users that are using it at the minute. We have all the testimonials in the groups at the moment. You literally set and forget, wait till 8:30. So this was 8:30 here. This was 8:30 here. And then all we do is we just wait for the first position after 8:30. Everything else before that, this is 8:30 EST, by the way, New York session. Anything before that we stay out of. So even if you just took this one position on the 1 minute chart, you'd already be up over 400 pips. If you took the gold position here with a stop loss at the last high and you went for a 1-to-1, which is the trade that we sent out already this morning, you don't want to get printed. So gold is printing a sell up here. Gold is printing a sell. What we've done is we've got a new MFXI reversal, and that's the shaded area in the back. That really confirms when there's a true reversal. So you can still use all three confirmations as is. So this gold has now has confirmed now. That's on a 30 seconds, which we're ignoring. Gold has taken, if we really, really, really want to, we can take a cheeky sell off here and then just go for a small scalp. Go for a small scalp here, literally 3 points. 3 points, and we can take this position. I'm not happy with this position. It's very aggressive, only because I know gold is pumping, but I'm in a sell position here, just with a really small contract. I'm going to check over to see what NQ is doing. I want NQ to start pushing. There's my, if you're trading on FX, I'm taking my sell position down to this low here. I'm going to pop it slightly higher. So I'm literally going for 15 pips, which would be the equivalent of, if you're taking it on FX, it's 2494.5. Okay, so that is 2494.5, somewhere around here. Oh, this here. I've gone in on a really small lot size. I've literally gone on one contract. Okay, and we should see that start pumping. I'm hoping that it's small little point of rejection. Like I said, what I tend to do, I tend to wait for this extra red reversal here at the back. I've got in for quite an aggressive sell. I'm taking this high as my stop loss. I'm already up 2k, so I'm chilling for the day. I'm happy to risk 500 on this trade. Okay, even if we miss this position, and we get wicked out, easy, happy days. We're chilling, because there'll be another position in the market at any point. Okay, and let me see what. The cheat code is if NQ is going to start pushing higher, gold will start falling. Okay. There's this pump. Let's take a small little scalp up here. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Let's try to hit this. Let's try to hit this. Let's try to hit this. Go on. Pump a bit harder. I don't want to see a rejection. I fucking hate before the TP just goes in. So I'm in on an NQ buy, which is a US 100. If we're trading on US 100, I'm taking the TP at 1943. 1943. 19430. See what gold is saying. Gold is pumping a little higher. I'm going to add one more contract in here, and I think that NQ sell, yeah, there we go. That NQ just hit. Let's see how much that took. If you took that trade, congratulations. Let's see what we. That was. Let's see. So we entered at 19,517. I closed at 19,529. So a quick 120 pips. Which, if we minus the 400 drawdown that we're in right now, I think minus 400 drawdown, that was $700 trade. Very good. This gold, if it pumps a bit higher on the 1 minute, so it's just touched this liquidity. I think if it goes back into profit now, where I've entered my second trade, I think I'm going to close off. Only because it's quite risky. I'm already $700 up in the NQ trade live now, so that's good. If it rejects back down here and just breaks through, I think I'm just going to close off the trade. There we go. Yeah, I closed off the trade. Happy days. How much are we up now? How much are we up? Let's see. There we go. $845. Literally in minutes. Okay. If you took that US 100 trade, you would have taken 120 pips. There we go. This was that TP. So we're up 2.8k for the morning. Really strong bearish candle here. So you can hold some positions here. Down towards here. Now we see our red eye reversal, which can be, I might go back in here. I might go back in on a bigger contract. Let's go down to a 30-second. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take a sell down here. I'm going to go for literally 20 pips. I'll go for 20 pips here. We'll go for 20 pips here and see what happens. I just want this last low. My take profits are nice and easy. My take profits are literally where structure's formed or what my guaranteed points are. 1 minute. 1 minute is literally the most accurate. I go down to a lower time frame just to be able to see if there's, going down to a lower time frame is the same as zooming into something via a microscope. Alright, so I'm hoping to see some rejection. I literally want 10-15 pips here. So I'm trading from, if you're trading on FX, it's 2497. I might take profits 2495.5 or 2496. Okay. So price is consolidating here at this point. Anything down here, I'm happy taking 10-15 pips, which should be £300-400. and I think I'm done for the morning. If I'm going for a longer trade from up here, obviously I'm on the 30-second, but if I'm taking this 1 minute here, really strong bearish candle up here, this entry would be here with my stop loss around 30 pips up and 30 pips down. There we go. There we go. There's our push. Let's get our push a bit lower. You see how it sticks here? It sticks to the structure. So sellers are really trying to push. I don't want to get caught up. Anything near my take profit, I'm happy to take. Why am I going to wait for an extra $34, 30, 40, 50 bucks when I'm happy with 120, huh? Come on. Sellers are pushing on my volume. Sellers are pushing on the volume. There we go. I'm happy with 120. I'm out. I'm out. If you're taking that buy, you'd be up 15 pips. I took 15 pips in, out, no bullshit. Price is rejecting here. There's wicks forming here. Either it will close this. There's no point me waiting. Literally no point me waiting. Okay, and let's see where NQ is. Price is still unsure. It's still bouncing between these. Volume as well hasn't shifted at all. If I'm taking it by the scalper, it's nice and easy. I've already been in and out of my position. Look, I've already taken my buy from up here. Taken my buy here. Either taken one TP at this structure, second TP at this structure. If you're still holding this third one, and that would have only been taken. There's no more passive orders on the map profile at all either. Right, let's see. Buys are still pushing. The sellers literally tried, but they just got crashed out now. Let's see what gold is saying. There we go. That would have been our first TP. There you go. Absolute perfection. There's our first TP. That would have hit on gold now. That would have been an extra 60, 70 bucks. There we are. There's your 2495 that would have hit if you were trading on XAU USD on gold with us. So congratulations, that would have been 20 pips up. Really strong wick up here. We have news coming literally within the next 2 minutes. Michigan consumer sentiment. The news is pending at the minute. Really, really good, nice hack as well is if we're looking at VIX, if you look against VIX and NQ, I'll show you. Look at VIX and NQ. Right. Overall, on the 1 hour and 1 hour. So look at this. VIX will do the inverse of NQ. So VIX is pumping, NQ will fall. Okay. These are the small institutional hacks which, especially with the mentorship students, they click into. We had a student that started their first call yesterday, and following that, we literally were able to, like, he's closed around £500-600 on a 6K account already. These sellers on a higher time frame are really pumping. Let's see what the actual news is, and let's see what it will do. Okay, so news opened. That was our news, and there we go. There's a pump. Look at that. There's the pump. Let's see. VIX is dropping at the minute, so NQ should pump. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. See what ES is saying. ES closed up. Look how gorgeous that buy was on the 5 minute. Look at this. We're coming up here. Coming up here. If this breaks up, we'll get another test up here. If this breaks up, retest this area, it will carry on flying up a bit higher. The problem is that NQ US is already in a really, really strong sell-off. See what gold is saying. Here's gold up here. There we go. Look at that gold sell-off. Look at this. Remember, 830 is our position that we take on. So this would have been 834. This would have wicked out 20 pips if I took my stop loss at the top of this cell. This would have hit over 40 pips. And then this one's running profit at the minute over 60 pips, which is happy days. I've got your indicator the APEX, but I don't know how to trade on the account as it's contracts and metaphorics outside. Do you have any videos showing how to trade on APEX? When you're trading futures to FX is pretty much the exact same in regards to analysis. When it comes down to your lot sizes, effectively 3 lots is equivalent to 1 contract. So if you want to go in with the equivalent to trading on a mini lot size is micro contracts. So where you go to NASDAQ, and I'm on NASDAQ E-mini futures, is the equivalent of me trading. I'll click here after I've linked, so I'll click here onto my Trader 8, and then this will show me my E-mini NASDAQ and my micro E-mini. So a micro contract, 10 micro contracts, 10 on my micro chart is the equivalent to 1 on my E-mini futures. Okay. Price isn't really doing anything at all. Right, a possible gold is printing, a possible gold buy is printing. You need to remember that. Look at how gold pumped pre-market this morning. Okay, and we need to close this off. If gold breaks this area here, really strong momentum, I'll look to possibly then take a position down to here, quite possibly, just over 100 pips. Buys are coming in. It's touching up to this area that I drew out earlier, whilst we were live. So we'll see what happens there. We'll check ES as well. ES is pumping nicely. ES is pumping very nicely. And there's gold crashing, coming back down to this area. I'm gonna go down to a lower time frame, just to kind of see what price is doing. So just to see on a smaller time frame exactly how it's rejecting. This looks like a nice possible buy. I could possibly take a cheeky buy here take a cheeky buy here, really tight. I'll place my stop loss here, but I want a really tight TP here. I'm just trying to take the buys as price falls on a higher time frame. I just want these small rejections. There we go. There we go. There we go. Pump up. There we go. There we go. Gorgeous. That was a very nice buy. And now I'll just go up to a time frame higher, wait for this confirmation. If we see really strong momentum, so there was a buy confirmation, but it hasn't calculated correctly. If this calculates and we've got a really nice reversal, I might take another position. Okay, I've got 8 seconds for this candle. If this closes bullish and then the trend calculates, so you see how it's flashing, didn't close on that candle, I need to wait for this candle to close. Let's see, let's see, let's see. 20 seconds left for this. So whilst that 20 seconds is printing, draw a small little zone here. I have 10 seconds left to confirm this. I'm just going to go in for one contract. I'm not going to go in for anything too big, because price still doesn't know what it's doing. That confirmed, I'll take a buy here. And I'm just going to take the top of this area, which is 10 pips. That's my 10 pips. There we go. Come on. I want 10 pips. There we go. Yo, you take $100 10 times, like, you're chilling. I'll go up to the 1 minute now. 1 minute hasn't confirmed the buy, but we've rejected really nicely down here. Yo, it's this easy, huh? Like, let me show you. In the last, there we go, we're up 3.217. So those last two trades did $300, $400. Okay, so I've taken out the 10 second, I've taken out the 30 second with all confirmations. This was the 30-second confirmation. This was this buy that I took, and I just took these zones here, 10 pips off of there, literally 15 pips over here. I can see what price is doing in a lower time frame. We're consolidating this area, and then if we get a buy confirmation here, I'm happy going back in. Really good stuff. So we're up 3.2k for the morning. Zoom back in. If I can see down here on the smaller time frame that this breaks, this area breaks. So as an example, if I draw it out here, this area breaks. Where does it look on the 1 minute? It looks like this on the 1 minute. So if it breaks up here, I'm looking for price to come up to this small area. Okay. If you're still in this buy on the 30-second chart, really nice and easy. Like, you can still stay in this because our stop loss entry would be here. Stop loss is on the last low, so you're only risking 25 pips. Okay, and even if we go for a 1 to 2, this is where our position is. Okay, I'm just really cautious at the minute just because we're overall very, very bearish. Very bearish in this position. If I look down on the 10 second, if this smaller area breaks up a bit higher, let's see. This is what it looks like on a I'll do it here on this chart. Okay, this is what it's looking like on the 5 minutes. So as I said, on the 5 minute, I do expect price to come back down here, so drop another 60 pips. But I'm just literally taking these small retracements in the lower time frame. Like, it's literally, look at that. There we go. Buy is going to try to test this smaller area again. There we go. Let me see what NQ is doing. NQ's pumping still. Let's go back to gold. There's our gold buy confirmation on the. Let's add a cheeky buy up here. Take a small little scalp up to here. There we go, buy's confirmed nicely. I might push this up slightly. Right, I'm going for 20 pips. There we go. Pump. Right, so I'm backing on buys on gold. If you're trading on FX, your buy position is up on, I'd say, you know, let's see what price does up here. It's literally a super quick move here. Again, I'm going for those. I'm going for 100. I want 100. I'm in. I'm out. See what Nasdaq is doing at the same time. Nasdaq falls, gold should start. There we go. There we go. There we go. Happy days. Look at that. 20 pips closed off. Easy. And that was another $200 trade, so we're up 3.5k for the morning. Yo, it's that easy. Look at it pump. Look at it pump. There we go. And that would have hit our 1 to 2. Look at that. And look at that. There we go. Right, let's see what Nasdaq is doing. Nasdaq is slowing down a lot up here at this area. This buy, done. Out of this buy, absolute perfection. Perfect. If you took the sell off of here live, you would have taken over 140 pips. If you would have taken this buy with us now here, you'd be up 120. You'd be up 300 pips. Very good. Right, let's see. So buys are struggling up here on Nasdaq. Let me just zoom in a bit. See what's happening in the 15 minutes. There we go. Yeah, look, if you took the buy on the 15-minute here. There we go. Buyers are pumping hard. Buyers are pumping very hard. There we go. Look at that position. Gorgeous. Right, so I'm in no positions at the minute. So far we've done 3.2k. This morning we did 1.2k of that live on stream. Very, very good day. Very good day so far. I started this 150k account yesterday. The profit target is 9k to pass it. 9k to pass this account. We're up 4.2k so far, of which today we've done 3.5. That's what we're on right now. Okay. So NQ's coming all the way back up here as expected. If I cap this 15-minute buy, gorgeous. Really strong bullish. See what gold is doing. Gold hit our TP on the lower time frame here on the 1 minute. Let's see if it breaks lower than this, and then this is where we think we're going for. And Q is still pumping. If we have some rejection here at the top on a lower time frame, let's see. Nothing's printing at the minute, so price isn't as exhausted as we want it to be. Let's see. Let's see what ES is saying right now. Let me move this. Yeah, comfortable. Listen, I just stick to the scalper, man. You stick to the scalper, you're chilling. Price of rejecting back down here. I missed this sell position on a lower time frame. I could have taken that buy up on the 1 minute, dropped down slightly, taken a small little scalp down. All I'm doing is I'm trading these exhaustive periods. That's it. Trade these exhaustive periods, you're chilling. You're not doing anything more. Literally that. Even if we took it on the 10-second look, if we took it on the 10 seconds and we were trailing out stop loss on the last lows, right? This buy position would have closed out on 4 pips. This buy position would have closed out on 8 pips. This sell position would have traded out on 7 pips, so we're what, like 19 down. This buy would have closed up from this to here, 40 pips, and we're back. This position, the second position, closed back up, another 40 pips, and then this one, another sell confirmation, 530, back down to this low, another 40 pips. Bro, you'd be up 100 pips already. I stick to the same thing every single time. It's boring, it is very boring, sat, waiting. There's that Nasdaq pumped all the way back up here. Nasdaq's pumping all the way back up here. I expect some form of rejection. I'll go down to the lower time frame. So we have the MFXI reversal printing negatively here. After a strong push, we expect it to obviously collapse back down from there. Move the camera over. Okay, we see an exhaustive triangle printed up here now. Didn't quite touch, so we'll see on the 30 seconds, nothing. 10 second, nothing. But price is slowing down now. Look, price is slowing down greatly. I want to wait for all my confirmations. I want to wait for my triangles to print. We're already up 3.5k this morning. We are already up 3.5k. I've got a mentorship student that literally just pinged me over a message. Look at this. Look at this. Ping me over a message today. What does that say? Made, I'll read it to you. Made 1.4k since starting my trading with your MFX Ultimate Scalper. I started trading last night, and then he sent me over the screenshots of the positions, and then also with the homework that I sent over. Amazing. Let's see what Enki is doing. Enki's rejected up here really nicely. Let me close this. Let me close this here. Rejected on that point that I wanted. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's come back down to this on a smaller time frame on this small little area. If it breaks down, probably go for down here. Take literally 6 points. 6 points on ES on S&P 500. 6 points, 1 point consists of 4 pips. And it moves in 0.25, 0.5, 0.75. If I take a trade up here, it's a risky trade because I don't have all my confirmations. But if I am going to take a risky trade, then I'll have a really, really tight stop loss. Let's see what gold is saying. Gold is rejecting back down here. Really strong bearish momentum still in a higher time frame. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Let's go back down to Nasdaq, see what Nasdaq's saying. Nasdaq is still up in the buy, but. Let's see if I can find some form of rejection up here and possibly take a tight little scalp. Looking for a possible Nasdaq sell. The problem is I don't have all of my confirmations. Don't have all of my confirmations. Oh, look at that. Really strong break on ES here. Strong break. I expect it to reject off here and then possibly carry on a bit higher. If I took that, look at that. If I took this sell from up here, could have closed 60 pips very quickly. So far, right, we're up 3.5k. These are the positions that we've taken this morning. If I go to my orders, so we took a 20 pip buy from 527 to 529. We took this 10 pip buy 524 to 525 live on stream. We took this 24 to 25, another 10 pips. We took this was cancelled. This was a really strong buy that we took from 1951.7 to 1952.9, 100 pips taken. And I think that was all that we took live on stream. This was a small little 10 pip fill. Really good 20 pip sell, 52.7 to 52.5. All analysis was literally taken on the scalper, huh? So if you were in this buy from here, this buy from down here, yo, you'd be killing it. If you were, my problem is on an Apex account we have a trailing drawdown. So with a trailing drawdown, if I'm up 1,000 in a position and only close 200 profit, that's considered minus 800 in drawdown. But if you're trading on your own personal account, which is what I do on my other accounts. I would have entered at 19,469, and then when it came to the first level, drag it up, trail my stop loss. This is probably where my stop loss would have trailed up into profit. I would have already been up 300 pips. Okay, this should have been that cheeky sell that I took. Oh, look at that. But it didn't stick to my full confirmation. I didn't have my sell labels. It was just the MFXI reversal which showed a trend shift. See what gold is doing? Gold broke that zone that I expected and it fell all the way back through. See, these positions, 2 of these positions I've taken based off of understanding my actual market structure. Hey Muslim, what lot size would you recommend for a 10k funded account? If you're trading on a 10k funded account, do 0.1, 0.2. Aim for like 50-60 pounds a day. You'll finish the account. You'll pass your challenge within a week. Okay, manage your risk accordingly. There's no point trying to do one trade for £1,000 when you should be miss this strong bearish momentum and this cheeky little 40 pips on a lower time frame. If I did my 10-second strategy, my 10-second strategy is literally buy confirmed entry here, 2.5 pips, 2.5 pips on my stop loss, which is actually 0.25, and then 10 pips. So I'm risking a 1 to 4. It would have hit literally within 10, 20, 30, 40 seconds. Missed that position because I'm too busy waffling. Realistically now, so Nasdaq hit this zone that I wanted up here. There was I didn't have all my full confirmations, so I didn't get into it. Nasdaq needs to close up overall anyway. Okay, I'm just scrolling through charts at the minute just to see. There's my gold, there's my ES. Let's see what the ES is saying. So with my ES right now, I'm looking for this rejection up here as expected on this area. Once we hit this area, I want it to pump a bit higher up to 575. Remember, if you're trading on FX, ES is literally SPX 500. Okay, 1 point on SPX 500 is equivalent to 4 pips. It moves up in 0.25, 0.5, and 0.75. Okay, so if we go down to a lower time frame, see this rejection in and around this area, and then hopefully start pumping back up to 5575, which is 100 points. See what price is doing. I don't really have any positions printing. No real. Let's see what happens. I'll probably look for one more position because I've already done 3.5k this morning. I'm halfway through this challenge in 2 hours. In 3 hours, I'm already halfway through this challenge. So I'm done, realistically. I don't need to be over trading. And 3.5k in the last hour of being sat here. 59 minutes on stream. Yeah, an hour. ES isn't doing much. Price is consolidating up here on these areas now. If we see what VIX is saying, actually, and we do the inverse, what's VIX doing? VIX is still dipping. I don't trade VIX. I just use it as a note. If VIX is dipping, look what happens to Nasdaq. Nasdaq pumps. Okay, so this is on the 15-minute. Check the Nasdaq 15-minute. Look at the difference. So if VIX is collapsing, NQ will pump back up. The exact same thing with ES. I just have no confirmations on here, and there's no point going into a trade without having all my confirmations. I expect US 100 to pump up a bit higher, reach this, if you're trading on FX, reach this back up here to 19,500 at a minimum, because you need to remember a lot of the sellers are pushing in, like I can see a lot of the sellers are pushing in onto our map profile. You know, we can use them as liquidity. Do you know what I mean? So where everyone is going in for these sells because they think that they've reached a rejection area, let them get wicked out, and whilst they're getting wicked out, we can buy into their liquidity. Volume's slowing down a bit, markets are slowing down. You know, so where these people entered the buy a bit later off of this break, they got caught out on this. You know, so let's see what happens here. There we go, as expected. There we go. Let's see if we get a rejection up here. See if we get a rejection up here if it breaks up. The sellers are getting wicked out, huh? Sellers are becoming liquidity. If we take those, we got some buyers stepping in on volume. There's one dead volume attempt, second dead volume attempt on buyers. Right, let's see. I'm possibly going in for a trade here on Nasdaq US 100. This, as I'm trading at the minute, live trading, I'm not using the scalper. This is what we teach in the mentorship. So right now at the minute, buyers are getting trapped up here at the top as expected. If you took that small little buy scalp up, and you would have taken basically all the sellers that are expecting rejection up here just got used as liquidity. That is where we could have bought in, which if you, and there we go. There we go. So literally as predicted, sellers got completely wicked out here that entered a bit too early. That could have been our buy. Right, let's see. And then if we look at VIX, VIX would have pushed up now, look. If I got to the 1 minute, VIX would have pushed up. There's the small little push from VIX, and there's the Nasdaq drop. Okay, negative correlation. Right, let's see. I'm looking at Nasdaq on the 1 minute, and I'm going to look at ES 1 minute. I think it's looking for a retest before it continues up on the longs. Look here, this small little retest here. This area here. What I expect is it's retesting this area before it continues up higher. Really strong respect of that zone. Right, let's see. If this bounces up and it breaks this area here, I'll probably go in for longs. The sellers are still very much valid. There's no shift in volume on our side. Right, let's see. What's gold saying? Quickly checking on gold. If Nasdaq falls, gold will start pumping a bit. There's no volume shift that I can see on the profile. Look at this rejection up here. Look at this rejection. It looks like there's some absorption going on down here. If the bears are strong enough, we'll start getting pushed down, but it doesn't seem to be anything off of that. We're up 3,500 this morning within the last hour, so question is whether or not we want to overtrade. I'm seeing some rejection down here, possible breakup, and it will continue going up. If you look over on the higher time frame, these are the longs. You know, just flow with the market. You know, we would have already been way in on the scalper. There's just absorption that I can see on the map profile here on the volume. This will probably be my last trade for the morning. If I do get in, this will be my last trade for the morning. Khair Mubarak. It's 10:30 in the morning, so I still have 2 hours before Jummah, so I'll reach that inshallah. We're just consolidating. Buyers, sellers don't know what the fuck to do with the market. ES here on the left hand side screen. I'm looking for these longs, look. I am looking for these longs here. There's no order flow data that's coming in well enough. I've got no confirmations on the scalpers, so there's literally no point. I want one more trade. Now maybe that's my downfall. I want one more trade because I can see it. It's just not. There's so much absorption from the buyers up here at the top. Oh, look at that. Maybe we can ride the longs back in on really small scalps on the scalper. Reaction is really important off of here because we have hit that. Everyone's getting absorbed here. There's no shift in the volume profile from either the buyers or the sellers. Could possibly. Now the thing is, this is broken. I expect a retest, and then, you know, we can look back for this last low. Do I take a cheeky buyer for this? My brother. It's literally my brother. Oh. Shall I? I don't know, man. This candle I don't like on ES. I'm possibly gonna scalp him for a really short buy. Take 10 pips. I missed it. This is the problem with if you don't execute, you don't execute. If you don't do it quick enough, you get fucked. I've missed my position. This would have hit my TV now. This small little push down really fucked with me. Missed my execution, and then that's what happens. Missed out on 10 pips. It's fine. We're up 3,500 for the morning. I might low key just come out of this now. The bears need to come back down. I just don't think it will happen on this time of the morning. Like we're coming up to 11 a.m. Coming up to 11 a.m. I think the best thing to do is go trade your man and come back and see where the market is at one. Volume is still printing on the upside at the minute. You know, we have no confirmations on any of our scalpers. If we're just using that, look at this. These are the small positions that I could have taken on a lower time frame. Look at this. There's that sell, gorgeous sell, buy, small stop loss there. This buy, which I just missed, which I called, missed it. Yo, you stick to whatever the scalper's saying, you'll print. There's this sell-off off of this rejection. Huge sell-off now. We're going to lower low on a smaller time frame. Volume's picking up now for the downside. I could possibly, there we go. Structure's finally shifted. Right, because I can see how strong this momentum is, I'm not going to take price on a lower time frame. Even though we are touching this, but we've a really strong bearish push here. You see, and unless I'm quick enough to be able to place a small little buy here with a cheeky little stop loss down here, there's literally no point. Fuck it, let's go in. See what price does up here. I've missed this. If I can get the smallest. There we go, pump just a bit harder, there we go, I'm out. I'll take that, $100. I think I'm done, I took this buy here off of the 5-second chart, literally. Mentally my stop loss was here, last structure was up here, $100 in and out. I do think we're going to get further rejection down here and possibly touch this area once more. But on a higher time frame there's no confirmation. I took it off of a cheeky little 5-second, $100. That takes us to $3,651 traded live, literally within the last 1 hour and 15 minutes. If you are going to sit down and trade the rest of the morning, look at this position here. Go back up to this 15 minutes and take this 5-second that I just took. Look at the beauty of this. I just can't afford to, on funded accounts, be able to trail my stop losses, because then it's a trailing drawdown. If you're trading on Top Step or Forex funded accounts, or even your personal accounts, it's really nice and easy to be able to come in, take a position here, and then with your first stop loss down here, just slowly start dragging your trailing stop loss. You would have taken literally 140 pips there. Nice and easy. As expected, price touch back up here. It's retesting that area and falling a bit more. ES isn't doing much. We're done. We're pretty much done. Okay, that takes us to $3,651.16. We're halfway through the 150k challenge. We need to complete a profit target of 9,000, and we have done $4,320. So we're just about halfway. I can be really cheeky and try to take another $200 trade, but over trading's a bitch, and that's the shit that will get you fucked. Okay, doke. I am pretty much